open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throws right side, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's go. Put it in for a touchdown. Mental mistakes out there, offense. Let's get some yards, boys. You can make them
7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Buying time to his left. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two and now on first down. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 58 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Purdy. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy to throw it on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Hill going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Tua on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Samuel. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Purdy with it on third and long. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ayuk goes in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Purdy now to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, Tua. They set up the screen. H.A. has it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. For the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On third down, here's Purdy. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
What a call there on third down. It took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the